I see the bigger problem as this thing, spreading. First Tunisia and then Egypt. And I think the big one is Saudi Arabia. We propped up Saudi Arabia since World War II, once FDR promised that we would protect him. So all those kingdoms over there depend on us and our money and our military. And no wonder the grassroots, the resentment smolders. And those who want to be over there, the neocons, laugh at this, or they try to ignore it. They say, oh, no, they're just mean, nasty people. But they get tired of us being over there. I mean, how would we like to have a government that was paid for and bought for by the red Chinese? We wouldn't be too happy with that.
Point is, before 9/11, I mean, we had done an enormous amount to help the Muslims. Whatever party agreed or didn't agree, we helped the Kuwaitis. We had done an enormous amount for Muslims across the globe. You know what we got for it? We got 3,000 of our fellow Americans incinerated. That's what we got for it. Or is it Israel's fault?
You're arguing my case. You saw we didn't get any thanks. We lost 3,000 men. That's intervention, blowback, unintended consequences. You just made the case, but the constitutional position of the founders taught is stay out of entangling alliances. Don't get involved in the internal affairs of the nation.
I think it's somewhat like when you're raising kids, and we've raised a couple ourselves. I mean, if you spoil kids, they become dependent. And they don't grow up and mature. Countries can do that too. They become totally dependent on us. We think our wealth will last forever. We've had this privilege of printing money and getting away with it, so we buy influence. We've had two forms of power and foreign policy. We tell them, we go to them and we tell them what we want. If they do it, we give them billions of dollars.
Right.
And if they don't do it, when we start bombing them, why don't we just do what we should do, and that is what the founders advised. Why don't we be friends with them and trade with them and travel with them and talk to them? And their advice was that we'd be less likely to fight with them. But we're destined to be involved in every one of these skirmishes, and there are unintended consequences.
Right.
There is the principle of blowback, and unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of people in Washington right now thinking in these terms.